Morning, grade 6 pupils, and to all Valenzuelanos out there. How are you doing? I hope all of you are okay. Are you ready to explore and discover new learnings? Awesome! Welcome to another amazing episode of Valenzuela FB Live for Science 6. I am glad to meet you again. Can I get a heart reaction before we start our lesson? Thank you, kids. Let's get started. Our topic for today is respiratory system. Our most essential learning competency for today is to explain how the organs of respiratory system work together. Let me give you a few reminders to observe during our FB Live discussion. Type your real name and school name. Listen carefully and jot down notes. And of course, we need to respect everyone's view online. Don't send stickers. Don't use foul words. And don't play games or watch TV. Since everything is set and clear to you, we may now start our today's discussion. Are you excited? If yes, click the thumbs up button. Our previous lesson is about digestive system. So we all know that as digestive system is a system that is responsible for the digestion and absorption of food in our body. Digestion is the breakdown of food into small molecules which are then absorbed by the body. The organs responsible for this are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Helping them along the way are the pancreas, gallbladder, and of course the liver. Let's see a Okay, now let us find out the name of the different organs of the respiratory system. But before that, let's have our daily dose of knowledge. Wherein face mask and face shield help prevent transmission of COVID-19 by people who have the virus but don't know it. Now, let us find out the name of the different organs of the respiratory system. Some of the given pictures I've shown to you are parts of the respiratory system. Let us explore our lesson for today. So these are the functions of the respiratory system. The first one, or the main function of the respiratory system, is of course the gas exchange, or the oxygen and carbon dioxide. The main function of the respiratory system are to obtain oxygen from the external environment and supply it to the cells, and to remove from the body the carbon dioxide produced by cellular metabolism. Another is of course for breathing movement of air, sound production, olfactory assistance, and protection. Protection from dust and microbes entering body through mucus production, cilia, and coughing. So these are the parts of the respiratory system. Let us see the function of each part. First is the nasal cavity. The term nasal cavity can refer to each of the two sides of the nose or to the two sides combined. The air passing through the nasal cavity is warm or cooled to within 1 degree of body temperature. The cilia help to filter air to enter in the body. Next, we have the nostril. The nostril are the external openings of the nasal cavity where the air enters. So this is our nostril. The nasal septum is a partition dividing the nasal cavity into right and left parts. Another, we have the pharynx. It is the part of the throat behind the mouth and nasal cavity and above the esophagus and the larynx, or the tubes going down to the stomach and the lungs. Next, the larynx. It is commonly called the voice box. It is an organ in the neck of humans involved in breathing, sound production, and protecting the trachea. They are situated just below where the tract of the pharynx splits into the trachea. Next, the trachea. It is commonly called the windpipe. It is a cartilaginous tube that connects the pharynx and larynx to the lungs, allowing the passage of air. It is present in almost all air breathing. Next, we have the bronchi. A branches of tissue stemming from the trachea. Next, a bronchioles, airway that extends from the bronchus. Alveoli, a grape-like structure of the lungs where gas exchange occurs. The left lung is divided into two lobes, an upper and the lower. by the oblique fissure which extends from the costal to the mediastinal surface of the lung. And another, we have the right lung. The right lung has more lobes and segments than the left lung. It is divided into three lobes, an upper, middle, and a lower, by the two fissures, one oblique and one horizontal. Then the last one is, of course, we have the diaphragm. The diaphragm is the dome-shaped sheet of muscle and tendon that serves as the main function of the main muscle of respiration and plays a vital role in the breathing process. How about the flow of air in the respiratory system? When we breathe, air enters the respiratory system through our nostril. The nasal cavity leads to the pharynx, a common passageway for food and air. The pharynx leads to the larynx and to the trachea, which branches into two tubes, the bronchi. Each bronchus further divides into smaller branches. The bronchioles contain the air sacs, the alveoli. Each alveolus serves as the site for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, kids, it is especially important to take good care our respiratory system because it is the system that really affected during this time of pandemic. Now, after discussing everything, I want you to click the like button in our comment section if you already understood the lesson for the day. Okay, kids, let us identify the parts of the respiratory system to your left and match it to its corresponding part in the diagram. Just type your answer in the comment section. Okay, for number 1, is it trachea, nasal cavity, or alveoli? Just type your answer in the comment section, kids. Very good. Nasal cavity. How about for number 2? Is it pharynx, bronchi, or alveoli? Very good. Pharynx. For number 3, is it trachea, bronchi, or alveoli? Very good. Trachea. 4, we have the larynx, bronchi, or nostril. Just type your answer in the comment section, kids. Very good. Bronchi. And for the last one, is it trachea, alveoli, or diaphragm? Good job, kids. It is diaphragm. So we have some question. A question in our FB Live. What is the most important part of the respiratory system? But before that, kids, further activity about respiratory system we're going to discuss by your science teacher. Grade 6, do not forget to attend your follow-up discussion tomorrow. Again, let us read the question. What is the most important part of the respiratory system? You know what, kids? some parts of the respiratory or all parts of the organs in our body are important. The lungs, the lungs are paired cone-shaped organs which take up most of the space in our chest, along with the heart. Their role is to take oxygen into the body, which we need for our cells to live and function properly, and to help us get rid of carbon dioxide, which is a waste product. I see some question in our comment box. Kids, please reserve your question for the follow-up discussion tomorrow. To end our journey for today's learning, let us sum up the topic that we discussed. First, we agree in the rules and regulations during our FB Live discussion. Digestion is the breakdown of food into small molecules which are then absorbed into the body. Wearing face masks and face shield help prevent transmission of COVID-19 by people who have the virus but don't know it. Nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, alveoli, lungs, and diaphragm are parts of the respiratory system. Gas exchange, breathing, sound production, olfactory assistance, and protection are some functions of the respiratory system. All right, kids. All right, children. To make our evaluation more fun and enjoyable, please help me to survive from these zombies because they want to eat the parts of the respiratory system. I will read the function and description, then identify what part of the respiratory system is it. Please type your answer in the comment section. Okay. Just type your answer in the comment section, kids. So let us kill these zombies who want to eat the parts of the respiratory system. Number 1, a large muscle that separates the chest cavity from the abdominal cavity and helps with breathing. Is it diaphragm, heart, or bones? Good job, kids. The answer is diaphragm. How about for number 2? This structure is called the windpipe and it is supported by the rings of cartilage. Okay, kids, please help me to defeat this zombie who want to eat our respiratory system. Very good, trachea. How about for number 3? These respiratory tubes are primarily composed of smooth muscle and determine the flow of air to the alveoli. Okay, bronchioles. For number 4, the grape-like cluster of air sacs in the lungs. Is it lungs, diaphragm, or alveoli? Good job, kids. Alveoli. How about for number 5? The 2 large, lightweight organs of the respiratory system. Liver, lungs, or nostril? Oh, lungs. Thank you for help thank you for your help, grade 6 pupils. I defeated those zombies who wanted to eat the parts of the respiratory system. It seems that you already understood our lesson. You can now answer page 9 on our science learning packet for our follow-up learning. Okay, kids, do not hesitate to ask your science teacher if you want to clarify something regarding in our lesson. We are done with our science lesson. You did a great job for today, kids. With that, I must say that you are all super science. Before I end, let me remind you this wonderful quote. Breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know have for sure. Take a deep breath and enjoy life. Tune in for more fun and exciting science lesson here in Valenzuela Livestream Science Group. Again, I am Sir Winston M. Retiro from Karuhatan East Elementary School. See you next time. Thank you for watching, kids. Wear your mask, wash your hands regularly, stay home, and stay safe. Have a great day. Bye.